Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Alia Shafaq binti Zamsari. So the topic of my brochure is fire safety. Definition of fire safety is it refers to a set of practices that are aimed to minimize the destruction that can cause by a fire. Fire safety procedures are used to limit the spread and effects of a fire after the fire has begun. So why fire safety is really important? It is important because fire safety can reduce the risk of injury and property damage that are caused by fire. It is also creating and implementing fire safety precautions in the workplace is not only required by law, but it is also crucial for the protection of everyone who may be present in the building during a fire emergency. So next, I will tell you guys regarding on how to deal with fire. Firstly, fight or flee. Your safety is the most important. Do not fight the fire if there is significant smoke and there is possibility that you will be trapped by the fire. Secondly, when there is a fire at your workplace, you have to immediately call fire department, which is 999. Other than that, while waiting for the fireman, you can control the fire from the fire grow bigger by choosing the correct fire extinguisher. For alphabet A, it refers to ordinary combustibles such as wood, pepper, and cloth. And for alphabet B, it is for flammable liquids, for example, grease, oil, paint, and solvents. And for alphabet C, it is for live electrical equipment such as electrical panel, motor, and wiring. Other than that, for alphabet D, it is for combustible metals such as magnesium and aluminium. Last but not least, for alphabet K, it is for commercial cooking equipment such as cooking oils, animal fats, and vegetable oils. But before you use the fire extinguisher, you have to make sure that you are the expert one. Fire extinguisher should never be used by someone with no training. A person must be properly trained to use firefighting equipment. The reason for this is because it is important to know which type of fire extinguisher to use for the fire. If the wrong type of extinguisher is used, this can lead to the life-threatening consequences. So next, we move on to the fire safety checklist for the workplace. Those high rank in the workplace need to be alert about this checklist. Firstly, have a clear and accessible escape route. Secondly, have firefighting equipment throughout the entire workplace. Thirdly, have a fully working and regularly tested fire alarm. Fourthly, have a set of fire precautions advertised for employees. Fifthly, staff is regularly trained in the fire safety matters. 6. Make sure that staff are aware on the evacuation. 7. Have a separate smoke section area in the premise. 8. Service and replace fire extinguisher in a regular. 9. Maintain and check all the electrical system and appliances regularly. Okay, so next we move on to the workplace fire safety. All this fire safety need to spread to employees and staff so that they will aware about it. Firstly is how to eliminate hazards. You can eliminate hazards by keep paper away from heat sources. Other than that, do not overload outlets. Overload outlets can overheat the circuit wiring, which could melt the insulation and cause a fire. Next, unplug items when not in use. By doing this, not only you can eliminate hazard, but at the same time you can save the electricity. Next, do not cover cords or wires with rugs or chair mats and limit smoking to designated areas. So for the second one, educate employees. Firstly, post evacuation plans around the office so that all employees are aware on the way on how to evacuate if there is a fire. Next, review evacuation procedures regularly. This can be done at least twice a year. Last but not least, hold regular fire drills. Use fire extinguisher only if properly trained. Okay, so for thirdly, evacuate safely. For evacuate safely, employees need to know that they cannot use elevators in a fire emergency. They have to crawl low under smoke. It is because you will breathe less smoke if you stay close to the ground rather than when you stand up. Smoke naturally rises, so if there is smoke while you are using your escape route, staying low means you can crawl under most of it. You can drop to the floor and crawl on your hands and knees below the smoke. Next, before exiting, check doors for heat with the back of your hand to avoid your hand from burn. Besides, use something bright for signal firefighters if you are trapped. Next, evacuate directly to the designated safe meeting place. And lastly, never go back inside a burning building. So I've already explained the fire safety tricks that you have to know. Together we follow the fire safety plan so that we know how to handle ourselves when fire happens. I really hope that you guys gain some knowledge from my presentation. Thank you. Until then, bye.